Welcome to the Holiday Decor Podcast, your source for the year-round celebration of holiday hope and seasonal cheer. To help you usher season's greetings into your home, here's your host, Ann McDonald.
What are the top 3 things that clients want when they are looking for luxury holiday decor packages? So, hey, if we haven't met before, my name's Ann McDonald, and we're just going live. We're doing a series of live video trainings for you. If you are not already signed up for our free masterclass, holiday decorators, holiday designers, home stagers, florists, landscapers, my heart is to help you have successful 5- and 6-figure holiday seasons without you needing to be the one climbing the ladders and putting on the lights, unless you really want to. So, hey, again, it's Ann McDonald, founder of the Holiday Decor School and podcast. All right. So what is it that holiday decorating clients, like the premium ones, are actually looking for? So I shared this on a live recently, and I want to give this to you. Here's the thing. I want to frame this because why is this, why does this matter? Have you ever tried to, you've had a client who say, hey, yeah, I want to hire you for holiday decor. I want to get you booked out early and all that kind of stuff. They never do anything. Have you ever had that happen? So what I found was these 3 things not only get them super excited about what you're providing or what, what is going to happen for their holiday celebrations, but these 3 things are the things that take it across the finish line, right? So that you're paid, you're booked out, you're confirmed well before the season even starts. That's why this one is important. So 2 things. Register for the masterclass. It's a live masterclass. It's like all slides. It's like slides, teach and training. And it lasts about 60 to 90 minutes. It will help. Okay. I've been in this gig since 1989. And yep, that is a Christmas tree. That's one of my product lines behind me. So my goal again is to help you have 5-6 figure seasons and more if you're jamming on that. So let's dive in. So what are these 3 things? And again, why do they matter? They matter because don't we all want to book out our clients way ahead of time, have our calendars full, and then maybe have a waiting list, right? All right. So here we go. The first thing is you actually have to come up with your own structure, your own packages, right? How many of you already have structured kind of holiday decorating packages? Now, some of you are amazing at Christmas trees and ribbon and doing all that kind of stuff. Some of you are amazing at custom light vignettes. Some of you are amazing at table setting. Some of you are amazing at wreaths and mantles. Some of you are amazing at all of it, right? But more likely than not, there's one kind of type of thing that you are the sauce, the seasoning, the jam, the jelly at, right? And so what we want to do is we want to help you make and create and curate packages. Typically, we counsel our clients to come up with 3 core packages, luxury price point packages with a style vibe, kind of a theme, kind of a color, that whole gig. That's the first thing. If you don't have that, you're actually asking the luxury client, the premium client, to cross a line they don't actually want to cross. So they're hiring you because they want something. I'm going to tell you what that something is in a minute, but they're hiring you so that they don't have to come up with the whole Imagineer type gig, right? They're like, what do you got? So think about this. Think about a luxury store. I'll use the example Hermes. So Hermes has a store. They have flagship stores, and you go to Hermes to pick out what you want. They already have things pre-designed, right? They've got the Kelly bag. They have the Hermes scarves. They have the belts, the loafers, the whole 9 yards. And so luxury clients go to them and they look at what the offerings are and then they make their decision. Does that make sense? Now, like, I don't know, think of another store that's kind of fun. Let's use Hobby Lobby, right? Other end of the spectrum. You go into Hobby Lobby and Hobby Lobby already has the stuff laid out. So you can go in and choose. Well, your luxury clients want the same thing. They want to be able to go to you and not have to like fill out the store and tell, like, they don't want to have to do that. They want to come to you, see what your offerings are, and then be able to make a powerful decision. Okay. And you can customize it, but they want to see your offerings. So the first thing we have to do as holiday decorators is actually come up with our premium packages. Now, again, if you're not signed up for the masterclass yet, it's free, it's live. I got my slides. We got a whole bunch of time together, and I can actually unpack with you how we do this. Okay. I learned this the hard way. Okay. So I'm like, stand right here, right here on these shoulders, and I'll give it to you. Okay. So the link should be somewhere. Okay. So that's the first thing. We actually have to create the packages, right? The second thing, great, Ann, we got the packages. Now what? Well, have you ever created something like you've got a design, maybe you've got like a whole Pinterest board and like nobody goes, nobody sees it. And you're like, right? So I've done that before, right? I like when I first started out, I was like, I created packages. And even after I like had a big list, it was like, nobody is seeing this stuff, right? Then if nobody sees it, then nobody knows what you're doing. Nobody knows how to hire you, yada, yada, yada. So what do we do about that? So the second thing is you actually have to present it, market it, if you will. Now, I know you're a holiday decorator. You're not a marketer, but I'm going to give you, is it okay if I give you my secret sauce? We actually invented this thing because I was struggling against that. I'm like, nobody knows what I do or what I have, the services that I have to offer. And here's the thing. Well, let me know in the chat, how many seasonal decor installations do you typically do in a typical season, right? Is it 1? Is it 10? Is it 50? Like, what's your ideal number, right? Because I have an ideal number, and it's not that many. It's like between 10 and 20, depending on the size of the projects, but I don't want to do any more than that. So I actually have to, it's not like I need 50,000 people watching, but this is what we do. So let me know in the chat. This is what we do. And I actually train on this in the masterclass. We have something, and I actually created it. It's called a virtual seasonal showcase. Write the word virtual seasonal showcase. And then just like Ann will teach me how to do it. So let me ask you, have you ever done like a holiday showcase? Does your town have like a festival of trees or, a holiday show house? Have you ever done one of those where, the ladies group or the Lions Club or whoever's sponsoring it in your town, they call up and they're like, hey, you want to pay $2,000 and then spend another $2,000 decorating the space and nobody will pay you. You're like, great, I think. They're like, we'll feature you in the magazine and we'll feature you in the thing, and you'd have your cards out and you do it, and you're like, nobody, like the only people who go, like, what do? They basically copy your look, but they don't hire you. You know what I'm talking about? So like, yeah. How many have you done? Like, you've done like 5 and still everybody wants to pay you like $300 to do their Christmas tree or something. So, I mean, I know it's for a good cause. So, we laud the good causes. It's all good. But I was like, there has to be a better way to feature so that we can actually share our holiday packages in such a way that our ideal clients, the ones who actually want to pay and want to hire us, can find us. So that's why I created the virtual seasonal showcase. So I'm not going to go into it right now, but it's a way to market what you currently have in such a way that it reaches your ideal clients, the ones who want to pay you, not the other people who just want to copy your look, not the DIY, crew who wants to copy your look. It actually features it in such a way where people who want the result, they want the actual service, that they're able to engage on their own time, see it and say, hey, yes, I want this decor package. They book it, they pay for it, they're done. Are you a decorator, designer, or lifestyle pro who wants to sell out your holiday season before it even starts? Whether you offer trees, tables, trimmings, or even just your time, you need to know how to package your services into premium holiday offers that clients actually say yes to. That's exactly what we're covering in this free training at seasonalrichmasterclass.com. You're going to learn how to turn your creative skills into sellable holiday packages, how to price your services for profit without second guessing, how to attract premium clients who are ready to book early and book big, and how to avoid burnout by offering smart, streamlined packages that actually work for you. Now, this training isn't about decorating tips. It's actually about getting paid well for what you already do as a designer, as a decorator, or maybe even a lifestyle professional who wants to level up your brand by offering some holiday services. We're going to do this in a way that feels elevated, effortless, and gets you fully booked. So go register right now at www.seasonalrichmasterclass.com. Again, that's www.seasonalrichmasterclass.com. Let's make this your most profitable and fun season ever. Which leads me to the third thing, which is the luxury client market. They want results. Like, just write the word results in the chat. They want stress-free, hassle-free holiday homes done with results that they don't have to think about. Does that make sense? So one of the things that I'm talking all the time about with our clients, with decorators and designers that we work with, home services pros, and if you're not, get in the masterclass, subscribe to the Holiday Decor podcast, do all that jam, all that sauce. Because they're not, they're a different breed. Does that make sense? So you and I, we love having our hands in the mix. We love the service aspect of it. We're like heart-centered entrepreneurs. We want to go into people's homes and make them beautiful and take the stuff off. It's the hosting gift, right? It's the hospitality gift. You know, that gift that God gave to you to make things spectacular. Like, we're wired that way. But the luxury client, like, that is a nightmare to them. They may want to host, but they don't want to think about the ribbons being put on the tree, or if they did, they would stress out about it and freak out about it so much. They're just like, make it pretty for me, finish it for me, right? You know those friends that hire caterers versus doing the cooking, right? Like, I come from a hotel background. My dad's family owned hotels in the Midwest, service-based business, right? I'm a decorator, a designer, service-based business. But there are lots of people who, they just want to go to the hotel. They don't want to own the hotel, right? They don't want to work in the hotel. Big difference. And so we have to think like, who's the client that's going to pay us, hire us ahead of time, just like they would book out a hotel room. They make the reservation, they pay ahead of time, they give their credit card, and they've like imaged the whole thing in their head. Like it's almost like the marketing is kind of similar to how luxury hotels market their services, because we want to be able to give the client the image of the result ahead of time. All right. So write in the chat, like, which part of this is resonating with you? Because this is when I discovered this, it was like, all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. I've been barking up the wrong trees to try to get the clients that I actually wanted as a holiday decorator. Because when I got started, there was no training or anything like that. I just had to figure it out. And then I was like, okay, I figured this out. I'm going to start training other people, other decorators, other designers. And that's why I created Holiday Decor School, Holiday Decor Podcast, Seasonal Rich Academy, Seasonal Rich. Like, that's why I created all these things. And it's like, you have this gift, right? And you want to be able to book your season out ahead of time. But in order to connect with these luxury clients, you really do have to think differently. Does that make sense? All right. So what are the 3 things we have to do? This is today's live. I really want you to think about what you're great at. What is your secret sauce? Okay. Do you know what my secret sauce isn't actually Christmas trees. I mean, I'm pretty good at Christmas trees, but like, that's not my personal secret sauce. And here's what's really cool. If your secret sauce is different than mine. And so you're going to find your clients by showcasing. That's the second thing we do. We create these virtual showcases by showcasing what your secret sauce is. So mine is like tables. Like, give me a table all day long, a Christmas table, a buffet table, a mantle. Like, I love doing mantles. I love doing like lights, not putting the lights on, but what do they call those things that hang on the wall? Like, if you've got a not a chandelier. I mean, I'm pretty good at chandeliers too, but like candelabras and things. What do they call those things? Wall sconces. Wall sconces. Thank you. So I love doing those, right? I like the vignette type things and creating like storylines and all that kind of stuff. And I talk a lot about that on the Holiday Decor podcast as well. But so when I do my packages, that's really what I'm focused on, right? I don't do the outdoor lights. I don't do any of that. I don't do lights and that kind of stuff, but maybe you do. So let me know in the chat, what is your secret sauce? Are you like, Anne, my trees are the best, right? You got the stuff coming off all over. Maybe you're like the super traditional, super classic type. And so that's really what I want you to think about. And now is the time to think about it. Like, friend, now is the time. Because that's the other thing. Luxury clients plan their lives. They actually plan. Now, there are lots of people who have a lot of money, who may spend a lot of money on holiday decor, but they're last minute type people. Those are not your clients, right? They're usually a little more DIY. So you want to be able to understand the luxury client, the premium client mindset. So the first is we got to figure out what your secret sauce is and put it into like different tiered packages. The second thing is we got to market you to the right people in the right way, right? Because again, the luxury client purchases differently, right? They're not in all the Facebook groups. They're not hounding YouTube. They're not looking at tutorials. It's a different mindset. Does that make sense? So we have something called the luxury booking blueprint. It's the basically a blueprint on how you do this. And when you sign up for the masterclass, we actually send this to you for free. It's literally something that clients have paid me over $2,000 for. So I strongly encourage you to do that, because right now we're doing this because it's the spring and it's like, we know you're serious about holiday decorating and the business of holiday decorating, right? So the second thing is we got to make sure you're marketed to the right market, right? To the buyers. And then the third thing, and this one took me a while to get. Well, how many of you have ever had something where you're like, no, and you don't buy it because you're like, There's like that, your spidey sense goes off and you're like, nah. So one of the core things that luxury clients want is they actually want a step-by-step course of action, especially when it comes to their home spaces, right? Because their home spaces are usually pretty curated and they're very intentional about what they bring into their home spaces. They're very intentional about how they live. And so if you can create, and again, we cover this in the masterclass, a signature course of action. Like a golf course has holes that you play in sequence. I talked a little bit about this yesterday. Then you your luxury client knows what's going to happen in what sequence, and they can be super certain. You should write that word down. Certainty. They're super certain about the result that they're going to get. And that, when you meditate and you're like, everything, you're like your nervous system calms down. That's what they're looking for. So when they see, oh my gosh, she's got prefab packages or he's got prefab packages, they're already thinking about it now. They're using our luxury booking script. You're using like all of the tools that we have for you guys. And it's like, all of a sudden it becomes really easy. And you're not hustling for like the last client who's going to pay you, I don't know, a couple $100 for something. Instead, you've got your 5 clients booked out who are going to pay you 5 to 10 to 25K, or you've got your, 10 clients who are going to pay you 5K or whatever your jam is. Then it's just a totally different gig. Does that make sense? So that's what I want to give to you. So today that was really my topic for today's live. Here's the thing. I always, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Ann McDonald. I'm like, here I am, I'm live. And I started off in the luxury interior design industry in 1989. Midwest born, but I lived and worked in major markets. And so I had to kind of discover this the hard way. I didn't come out of the chute like, oh yeah, I know how to get luxury clients and I know how to talk to luxury clients. Like, no, okay, no, that it wasn't like that for me. And so I spent a lot of years in the trenches, like learning how people navigate this market space. And I started in holiday decor almost on accident, right? How did you get started in holiday decor? Let me know in the chat. I want to know. Like I'm here. I am. I actually want to engage and to help you build out your dream holiday decorating business. Attention, savvy suburbanites and perpetual volunteers. Do you constantly get asked about helping someone with their quote unquote holiday decorating, and then they just want to take you out to lunch or maybe buy you dinner? Well, if that's you, I want to invite you into a free exclusive training designed to specifically help you to actually learn how to package up your holiday decorating. That knack, that skill set, that talent, that gift from God that you have. We're going to train you how to actually package that up specifically so that people will not only value what you carry, but they'll pay you for your skill set. Head over right now and register for seasonalrichmasterclass.com. Yes, in this Seasonal Rich Masterclass, we're actually going to train you how to actually have a rich season. I'm going to help you understand how to confidently tackle packaging your premium services, even if you've never done it before. I'm going to share with you the secrets to pricing to actually have premium clients say yes and book now. Then time-saving strategies that will help you not sacrifice your actual lifestyle. You don't want to be waiting in lines at craft stores and climbing up and down ladders all the time. It's time you actually got paid for your skill set. Register now for free over at www.seasonalrichmasterclass, and let's get your business ready for a very profitable holiday season. Again, that's www.seasonalrichmasterclass.com. Why am I so passionate about this? Do you know the holidays are some of the most stressful times of the year for people? Do you know any family or friend or somebody who's had like a tragedy during the holiday season? So the holidays, it's like this season, right? It's like, it can be hard for people. Maybe like I am, you have a heart for service, right? You have a heart for hosting, and you want to help people thrive during this season. And so I kind of stumbled into it. I was working with a decorating client, and she was like, hey, she was having a party, and she started to bring out her holiday decor boxes, and they were, can I be super blunt? Like, they were crap. Like, she had this beautiful home, and it was like just like bringing these boxes of like trauma bonding and like bad memories and all of this stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, she thinks she has to have all this crap out because it's quote Christmas. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, something has got to change. And that's kind of how I got started in it. I was like, how about we just take a time out? You pay me some money and I figure this out for you because this looks like crap and the boxes are crap and there are spiders and all this stuff. And she's like, well, don't you always have to put all your holiday stuff out every year because that's tradition? I'm like, no, like, no, ma'am. So that was kind of how I got started. And then I started to realize, have you ever had that realization where you're like, oh my gosh, people don't know they have permission to like not put everything out every Christmas, right? Or they don't know they have permission to like do this a little differently. And so that's kind of how it started. I'll do another episode. Maybe I'll do another live and I'll just share with you kind of like the deep story in that. Cause I'd love to actually hear how you got started. Like, how did you get started in this? Right. It's not like I don't know. I'm like always looking for where are my holiday decor people, and I find a lot of kind of DIY Christmas type groups, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my home services pros, my hosting gift people, my hospitality gift people. Maybe you're in the housekeeping, in the hotel industry. That's like I said, my dad's family was in the hotel business, and we've trained the housekeeping staffs in how to actually decorate the hotels, like small hotels, for Christmas as well. So let me know how you got started and what you would like to learn, right? Like, I'm not the be all end all on this, but I do have a lot of friends who like train on stuff, so I can pull them in as well and get them interviewed here so we can all do a better job, be better at our craft and help more people, right? I always like to say this, the spaces and places you and I inhabit, and as home services pros that we actually create and design and develop, they're either moving people forward or they're holding them back, right? Like, space has energy, resonance, right? And so the spaces and places that you and I create, well, they do that. They either move people forward in their life, help them, or they hold them back. And so my heart is to help people create spaces and places that move them forward, right? That it's not a bunch of trauma bonding junk, or, it doesn't have like a whole bunch of negative energy on it and all that kind of stuff. So that's really my heart on this. So let me know how you got started in holiday decor, what you want to learn. Like, what are your biggest struggles? Like, for me, I was like, how do I price? How do I package? What do I do here? Right? Do I even want to do this? And then I like to end on this because I want to encourage you because you're on the front lines, right? We're on the front lines of like people's lives, right? All up there in it. Like, we go to their houses. And so I like to say this, just remember you're seated in heavenly places, right? Now, you don't have to believe like I believe, but I believe God made this whole gig. So we're seated in heavenly places inside, like the scriptures tell us, we're seated inside of Christ Jesus in heavenly places. And then I think about this. Every part of this universe, this one verse, universe, right? One verse that God created. It's designed to we're designed to have it work for us, not against us. And so you have this gift, you have this spectacular gift to make things beautiful and amazing and special for people, right? In the most stressful time of the year. And so let's do that, right? Let's do that so that you can be blessed and you can bless others. All right. That's my live for today. Let me know what you want to learn. Make sure you're signed up for the live masterclass. Like, we put a lot of time in this to help you so that you can have a great holiday season, a successful holiday decorating business without being on ladders, without being in craft store lines, and without doing lights unless you want to. All right. Live long and prosper. We'll see you on the live masterclass, and make sure you tag a friend who is in the space and needs to be blessed by this. All right. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's podcast. Make sure to check out those show notes at www.holidaydecorhome.com. I want to invite you to subscribe, rate, review, and share the Holiday Decor Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere awesome podcasts are found.
Thank you for listening. For more information and tips on how to turn your home into a place of joy this holiday season, please visit holidaydecorhome.com.